At this point, surely you must be wondering why I haven't talked about the Charms bar or the Charms menu as of yet, since that was one of the main features and changes in Windows 8. Well, let's just say that the Charms menu has kind of morphed into something else. By that, I mean it's now the Action Center. We already kind of went over the Action Center that we could also access here from the notifications bar. Remember, we talked about that a little bit earlier. So the Charms bar is here. That is now the Action Center. The Charms bar, what did it have on it before? It had settings, it had a search function, it had devices that you could manage, things like that. So you could still find all of those and then some. Before we had 5 settings on the Charms bar. Now we have, how many is this? 13 settings right here on the Action Center in the form of these little tiles, for example. And then if you right click on any of these and you want to modify anything, it'll bring up this go to settings menu, and then you can go directly into settings. So I just wanted to just kind of mention that as a side note, since I knew you were thinking about it. Okay, let's continue and let's talk about Cortana, your new favorite Microsoft assistant. She can be found here in the Start menu. It's a dynamic tile, so it has a constant feed of important information here. This information happens to be from CNN. When I first opened up Cortana with Windows 10, I actually had to set up the microphone. You might have to do the same thing, just takes a couple of seconds. The reason why you might want to set up a microphone is because you can type whatever you're looking for, or your question, or a place to eat that's nearby, or you can actually speak your request. So it has both types of functionality, the typing and voice recognition. Additionally, you don't actually even have to open up the Start menu to access Cortana, because she's right here on the left-hand side. That actually opens up Cortana as well. So let's put Cortana to the test. She actually has a sense of humor, so if you ask her something silly, she's going to give you an interesting response. If she doesn't know what the response is or has a different interpretation for what you're asking, she will probably launch a web page and that will attempt to answer your question. So if we want to type something like new movies, for example, hit enter. So it shows me Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, and Vacation is a Comedy. Now, Cortana does have a sense of humor, and you know that if you've had an iPad or an iPhone, you've played around with Siri just to see what some of her responses are. So I was just kind of curious to see what kind of responses Cortana might have. So I asked her if she was married. I'll ask her here and let's see what she replies right now. Are you married?
No, I complete me.
And there you have it. She says that she completes herself. So that's Cortana in action. Let's try her again and see if her response will appear right here in this window. Rather than type, I'm going to use my microphone capability and I'm going to speak my request. Do I need an umbrella today?
It's hard to say for sure. Here's the forecast.
So her response was, it's hard to say, and she is putting the forecast up in the window. And that's a brief introduction on Cortana, your new favorite Microsoft assistant. She's there to help make your life easier and help make your life more manageable. She can help you manage your calendar, your daily reminders, or a reminder in the future, any types of alarms that you might need, help you construct an email, find information on places, etc. So now I just want to talk about an application that you might find interesting. I like to play music. So I'm just going to go here to this application of Groove Music. This is about synchronizing music across all of your devices and being able to play your music on all of your devices from one place, which is the drive, the cloud, the OneDrive. Okay, so here it says play your music for free on all of your devices. So you can click on find out how, and you can kind of work through that. This is basically, again, about adding songs to OneDrive, synchronizes across devices, kind of like we mentioned. You can do a search once you have songs here. I haven't loaded anything as of yet. You can also, or it can organize by artist, by the song. Songs that you play will show up in this window, etc. There are settings that are here. And then there is the Microsoft Store, where it launches into music, movies, and TV. Here you can see top selling songs, $1.29, so you could buy by the album. Here's some album prices. You could buy by the song. So that makes it very interesting just to be able to listen to it on different devices. I know when my husband and I go play racquetball, I take my phone with me, and if I synchronize it to my laptop, my smartphone that is, synchronize it to my laptop and to the OneDrive, any song that I buy, I should be able to play it on my smartphone and on my laptop and any other device that is synchronized to the OneDrive. And then lastly, I really just wanted to touch on the new Photos app that they have for Windows 10. Very integrated. Here you can see there's collections, there's albums. You can go to settings and turn on all kinds of things, automatically enhancing photographs. Here's a setting for duplicates that they show as a single file. You can change the source. And then right up here is the easiest way to connect a device and import the photographs for editing or for any, just for storage. You can also synchronize those up to the cloud or to the OneDrive. So that's it for the photo application.